Okay, hello stream. It is 8 in the morning. This is Sasha Chua. This is YE13, which is probably going to be a relaxed session. Just going through my config and looking for the function definitions that I can extract. Very rookie mistake. I had originally scheduled this for 10:30, but I forgot to check my calendar, and I actually had to take the kiddo to a doctor's appointment then. So here we are, early. All right. Let me. This page, by the way, is sashachua.com/live, I think, or yeemax.com/live. So let me see if it actually copied over today. Yeah, reasonably. But it's not exporting. Oh, it's because it's I need to actually I added this new export thing. Copy in. Copy just this post. Here we go. And I want that to be the default. So when I export this, 1 and 1, it should export it and it should copy it to the website. Probably. We'll see. Okay, so I wanted to review my configuration for function definitions to export. That's still not the thing that I wanted. Hang on a second. Good question. Do I actually have my blog exporting at the moment? Hang on a second. No, I don't have my blog exporting at the moment. That explains why it's not updating. Static blog. Make serve. Okay. So now I started my thing for exporting, and now if I say copy just this post, then it should have there. There's a link to my .emacs. Okay. But actually what I need to do first is I need to fix all the merge conflicts, because I've just realized that I had a stash thing that didn't include what I had. Anyhow. Okay, which is the one here that I need to use? This one I think is the most recent one. There we go. And this one, which is longer. This one has language. Okay, does it have device? I think they're both the same. Just this one is slightly longer than the other. I'll go with that one. I was like, where are my functions that I defined? And it turned out that, of course, I had stashed them. And now I have to unstash things and figure out what happened. Okay, this one had a without after Lispy. After Lispy kind of makes sense. Okay, we'll just make it after Lispy. It's fine. Okay, so that's all the tangle markings. All the merge conflict markings. Now I can tangle it again. And theoretically, I can just evaluate this. Let's see. Vivendi. Yes, that's fine. Okay, and let's export my config again. All right, finding my way back here. Where was I? Here we go. Keep this above others and double check where I am. Okay. All right. Now I can go look for those function definitions. Eventually, when my config finishes exporting. So my goal for practicing live streaming is to get the hang of thinking out loud, learning out loud, which would be helpful. Like, for example, if I run into an issue, then I can go back and try to reconstruct what I was thinking. Maybe other people will have tips, and who knows, maybe if I'm, while I'm doing something, you might come across something that you're curious about or interested in. And my goal for splitting my config into multiple modules is to make it easier for other people to copy stuff. So to that point, I kind of want to get rid. I want to get rid of all the defunds from my config, so that they are in List files instead. And here's the first one I need to get rid of. This update overlay is still in here. I can move that out and stick that into its own handle. My highlight as expression. Actually, not appearance. Migrants. Okay, so that's there, and that's here. This is actually not a caption for that. All right. So that's going to be gone. What's next? Defun my close other buffers. What did I do with this? Why do I have a my close other buffers here? Oh, this kind of just tries to get rid of all the other unmodified buffers. Okay. And call this my navigation. Alright. What other define here? My suggest other faces. Okay, that kind of also makes sense. My suggest other faces ignores highlight line mode and lets you know what other faces you can customize. Disable highlight line mode when choosing a face. List my appearance. I'm going to make that as register. There you go. Okay. Def shortcuts. Def shortcuts seems like a thing that would be good to have, but then it becomes an... Okay, it's fine. Def shortcuts. Do I have two of these? Oh no, okay, this is different. This is my def shortcut, and the other one is def shortcuts as a hydra, which probably actually I should change. So instead of def shortcuts, I will figure that out eventually. I'll leave the macros in there first, I think. Define. Smarter move beginning of line. I really should include the space there. Okay. My navigation. Is it called my navigation or my navigate? Oh, it's called my navigate. Okay. My navigation. I think I called it something else before. Okay. Where are we? Smarter move beginning of line. Here we are. So now we split this. And this one should just be the regular one. And this is the one that I want to go in my config. Wonderful. Any other def ones in here? Copy file name to clipboard. Oh, I actually have this called something else now. It's a copy buffer file name. No, file name. I have a my copy file name and a prelude copy file name to clipboard. They are actually the same thing. Without the nice, you know, is this doing anything that I don't have? Okay, I'll just stick with my copy file name then. But maybe I'll pinch the doc string. Okay. Mark this block. My misc. I think I had my misc. Okay, so I can remove this one. Okay, open with. I could just rename that, I think. And I'll call that navigate. Because, do I want to rename things? No, yeah. I'll rename everything to Sasha later, but in the meantime, where were we? Spare Lisp over here, that's not even in anything. Oh, I need a with the val after all. Load over here. Okay. Alright. My toggle or create. What is this even? Oh, I've been meaning to have something like this. It's a toggle or create a buffer. It displays something. What did I do with that? Where is this? Okay. Run or raise a buffer. You know, the original thing had a docstring. Why don't I have a docstring? Wait, oh, wait a minute. This one is a lambda. Oh, I see. Okay, so this is a my toggle or create. This one raises or hides the buffer. Does it? Command equals switch to buffer nil. Switch to buffer nil isn't it a thing? Oh yeah, hey, look at that. It is a thing. Huh. Switch to buffer nil. If nil, switch to the buffer returned by other buffer. Interesting. Okay, okay. By buffer name. If buffer func create func. I don't actually call butter create fun function. Oh yeah, no, I do. It's over here. Clearly that should be optional. If buffer create fn func call. Otherwise create buffer. there is a create buffer, right? No, there isn't. Just get buffer create. Buffer name. Alright. But this other thing that creates a toggle function, I like that. I think we should definitely have that. Define my toggle or my toggle buffer function. My make toggle buffer function. So buffer name, buffer create fn, optional switch cut. And this one is from here. And this one gives a lambda, which is interactive, so it's a command. And I probably need lexical on this, but if there's a way for us to just reuse this my toggle or create, and then takes the buffer name and the buffer create function and the switch cont. Yeah, then yeah. Okay. So this is a navigate thing, I think. All right. So, let's try it. My toggle or create. Oh, sometimes I actually want to have it find files, which is, I can pass it the find file no select, I guess. No select. No, that one. Oh, actually, let's take the live one. So let's try that. Boop. Look at that. It switches to it. Yeah, look at that. Okay. So if I use toggle or create, I can have it switch to a buffer temporarily and then come back, which is something that I've been wanting to have for quick notes. So if I then say, all right, key map global set, I've been meaning to take over Control Z for a while, so that takes care of that. And then I want to say my make toggle function, my make toggle buffer function, except now my buffer name here okay. Think. So I want to be able to just say, all right, toggle the buffer, but switch to this file. Yeah. Okay. So I need to make this not just do buffer name, but if this is like just do a find file select. If file exists, there you go. If file exists p, the buffer name, it's actually a file name, then we want to find file no select the buffer name, and if not, then we want to get the buffer. Okay. Theoretically. So if I press, did I remember to evaluate the other thing? No, now. Okay. If I press Control C, whoop! I have to tell it not to do that. Ah, where did my Emacs go? Alright, not panicking. Do I have it running? Okay. It's not this one. Wait, oh wait, maybe this is one. I just need to go back to... Great. Yeah, I'm still clocked in. Okay. Little theme. Modus, black background. Okay, alright. I need to turn off the controls at first. If I press it now... Okay, yeah. Is it not keymap global set? Oh, wrong number of arguments here. Make toggle... Okay, I need to make this one optional also, of course. Derp. Okay, so now I can run this. Alright, and then when I look at Control Z, it does not like it. That is because it returns... I thought I said, okay, make my toggle buffer function. It should have returned a lambda, right? I'm confused. Hello, Pancretia and Charlie. Yeah, there we go. Now there's a chat. Yeah, I'm getting distracted by interesting functions that I'm rediscovering in my config in the process of trying to sort it out into separate Lisp files. So I rediscovered this my make toggle buffer function, and I'm like, why isn't it giving me something that I can keymap global set? But probably what I need to do here is consult the Reddit thread, which I have a formerly handy dandy link to. Okay. Make toggle function. Should have worked. It would take a lambda. Okay. Well, first things first. Let's say lambda interactive message hello. Never a bad idea, start with the hello world. Okay, that worked. Okay, so when I did that, I got this sort of thing. And then if I do this, nil message hello, t nil, do a thing. Oh, this is a list. Why is that a list? Can I func call it? Func call. And then give it this. Theoretically, it should switch, right? Yes, that's working. So why doesn't it work if I do this? Does it have to deal with like whether this is a lexical sort of thing? Let's find out. Okay, let's try. Oh, look, now it works. Now I can press Ctrl Z, toggle that quickly, and come back. Alright, okay, so that works. Hey, does my speech recognition thing still work? Speeches. No, this is speech input. Speeches. This is a test. Oh, I probably should give it a little time to actually load up first. Yeah. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, it's doing the thing. Okay. So, quickly bring up my live stream notes. Yeah. Okay, okay. And my current focus. Okay, okay, okay. So in that case, I want to also have a Z that brings up now. But you know, that means that I also need to make sure this my-make-toggle-buffer function is auto-loaded. Otherwise, we will have some unhappiness. And we might as well also auto-load this one. Okay. Fantastic. So now I can, yes, I can quickly jump to my focus areas, which also means I can add things I want to learn. Lispy mode, use A and Q to navigate to symbols or parens easily, to get the hang of using. Okay, so because theoretically in yeah, there's supposed to be like a way you can press A. Look at that, you can press 2A, no, 3A? No, okay, just one. How about Q? Okay, so Q jumps you to parentheses, 2Q gets you parentheses anywhere, and A lets you jump to a specific symbol, so I don't have to do as much eye searching. I get overwhelmed if I'm trying to learn a lot of different things, so ideally with a quick reference of what I want to learn, I can just say, okay, this is the stuff that I want to focus on, turning into muscle memory. And this is the stack that I'm trying to to pop so that I can get back to whatever I was supposed to be working on, which was this one over here. I was looking through this for all the defuns. Go to random character. Okay, randomness for serendipity. One of the things that I want to do with the stream also is to add a random package display thing, like I sometimes do in Emacs Conf, to have that. Anyway, this is my navigate. All right. My describe random interactive function. My fun, I guess. All right. Describe random interactive function. Oh, okay, that is very random. But you know what? Let's upload it just in case. Which reminds me, that other font there, I probably should also upload. Oh! Okay. Well, did I have another defund? Okay, that one's already sorted out. Okay. Describe random. Shuffle lines in region. Is that already built in? No, not yet. Okay. Shuffle lines in region. Randomize the order of lines in this region. Alright. Define. Oh, I need to put this somewhere. Probably also in the fun list. My-org find first common heading. I use this when I'm comparing sync thing conflict files, because sometimes the file on my phone and the file on my computer diverge, and usually it's just a matter of having added headings to the top. So if I find the first common heading, then I can just copy all the stuff above it. And this can go into org, but I do want it auto-loaded. Okay. Insert sketch and text. I wonder, I think I have one specifically for sketches. Yes, I do. That's where it goes then. Oh, write about sketch also. Alright, that takes care of both of those defuns. Delete open clocks, because I have clocks all over the place. Alright. my-embark-org-insert-link-from-path. Huh. Oh, I see. So like, if, for example, if I Control-C, Control-W... No, not that one. Oh, yes. Okay, Control-0, Control-C, Control-W, it says. Okay. Okay, if I say Control-C, Control-W, and I can look for something, let's say, for example, config embark... no. Let's try completion. Sure. I can press Control-E and I? Yeah, okay. Alright, that's neat. I should do that more often. Let's stick that in the my-embark my shortcuts. Huh, there's no org a list allowed. Oh, because of auto-loading it. It was in the patch, probably. Auto list. Hang on a sec. Allow. There you go. I need okay. So now I need that here. C.add to insert an outline link, an org link from root file, which I can link to. There's no my-org-bookmark-match because it's not auto-loaded. Let's this is going to my-embark and my-org-bookmark-match. Which one did you complain about? Bookmark-match. There you go. Okay. So you're here and we wanted to link to this one. And then I can, yes. Okay. Okay. Where was I? Ah, I was here. No, I was not here. I was here. Looking for my next defun. Find first common heading. I got that already. Delete open clocks. Move properties to parent. Oh, this is actually this one already. Alright. So I'm going to use my fancy new split into file to put that in org. Yes. And this one basically just moves entry properties to parent. I should have, like, I don't really work with a lot of very nested entries, so I don't need to select the parent interactively, but it's fine. Okay, so that goes up there. Is it uploaded? Yes, upload cookie got added. That's fine. My-org speak commands for headings and lists. Okay, let's use some mark here to search for that one. Go. So if I split into file here and put it in org, it adds the autoload cookie and it splits the block right where the set view happens, which is convenient. Cut subtree or list item. Oh yeah, I had to have this work only in the inbox. Split into file. This also goes into org. But we should defvar this so that or cut subtree files. This is now only cut subtrees in file regex. Match this regular expression. My-org subtree or the site. Alright. So this is either and yes. Finding files not matching my-org. There you go. Because I was always cutting things accidentally in my Emacs configuration, and then I would get very confused. Okay. Go to text start. Go to the start of the text after the properties and drawers. Okay. Mark this. That's something. Into file. This goes into org. This journal stuff is very journal specific. So I'm going to put it in the journal instead. And then it's a whole bunch of speed commands. Is it? No, it's actually oh yeah, it is. Speed commands. Alright. Let's make a keyboard macro that looks for the next actually, no, I can't do that. I do actually exert some more thought. Okay, now we're in a different one. We're in our org follow entry link. Oh yeah, this one, when I clock into a task, it automatically opens the first link in it, which is handy for being able to quickly run stuff. And naturally, that just goes into the org one. Org link projects. Add link properties between the current subtree and the one specified by location. Okay. Okay. This is actually no. It was the wrong one. This one, not the first link. This one follows the link property, and the reason is because I have an evil plans thing that I should update and move into my topics thing, where I use Emacs to. You can tell how long it has been since I've updated this because it still talks about kindergarten. The kid is 10 now. She's in grade 4. Anyway, so what it does is it uses these links to connect the graph, which I will add it to do. Oh, of course. I've been experimenting with changing my capture targets. So my inbox file is now different, but it's wrong. Okay, anyway, I will add it to do manually in one of these things. Oh, wait a minute. How come my shortcut is not? Control Z, Control capital C, Control Z. There we go. I need to do. What was I saying here? Update my evil plans. Okay. Alright, So that's later. But at least it's in a file now. What's my next defund? Back to heading. How is that different from org back to heading? Why did I do this? Oh, it's because org back to heading hadn't been interactive. Is it now interactive? It's not, it's still not interactive. Is it because I should be using outline previous heading? Outline previous heading is interactive. Okay, let's see. So if I press Ctrl CB, that gets me over there. And if I say outline previous heading, that gets me to the right place also. So I don't need this. I just need outline previous heading here. As it turns out, I can use outline previous heading to go back. Alright. Oh yeah, this one just tells me the row and the column of the table. I suppose copying a cell reference would be even more useful. Is there actually already an org table copy reference? Yeah, there's a show reference maybe? Let's go try that. A1, B2. So from here, can I show reference? No, that's not what it means. Okay, there's probably a function for doing this, but in any case, I'm just trying to get it out of my config. Insert heading for next day. I'm not even currently using this. This was back when I was using date trees, I guess. Anyway, it goes into the org file. Contacts template email. Alright. Oh yeah, I already have a file for that. Wonderful. Why do I need ledger in here? Oh, it's because I refer to it in this one here. Okay. Incorrectly split this all. My-org refile and jump. Allow refiling in the middle-ish of a capture. Oh! Isn't this isn't standard? Here I've been thinking like I was pretty certain that if you captured, it would automatically do that. Okay, well, same reasoning, I'm just going to move it to a separate file. Whoop. Oh, that should have been demarcated. Split up over here. There you go. Capture region contents with metadata to the clock. What does it do? What? Write selected text between start and end to the currently clocked org mode entry with park. Kill the content instead. Get with metadata. Oh, I see, it adds some commentary to it. It would help if it's properly indented. I can read it better. I know what I can do with these things that are copied over from other people. I can make like an other people's stuff. Yes. How shall I do this? Make dear other Lisp. And then it can go there. Which probably meant I could go back and keep track of where things were. But that's fine. It's fine. Now, I don't know if I've actually used this. I've got Control-C, Control-C here that I haven't been taking advantage of. Oh. Alright. It requires that I've got a C template set up, and I've temporarily broken my org capture, so I'll look into that later. With metadata. Sounds interesting. Okay, where was I? New file and job, define. My org entry words per minute. Oh, this is if I'm clocked in, and then I can see how long it took me to type something. Huh. Okay. Alright. Split into file, that goes into org. Yep. My org log node adds a node to the current entries logbook. I can also go into org. Org IRCS export. I thought I already did. Oh, maybe I didn't tangle it with this one yet. Let me tangle. Okay, so if I revert this buffer, yes, I am still seeing it. Why am I still seeing it? Oh, that's because I forgot the tangle keyword. Drippy drip drip. Okay, now it should be correct. My-hydra, do what I mean. What is this? Oh, I see. It tries to refer to different things. Okay, here's a tricky one. It refers to some defhydras. So those hydras are in my config. So I guess that defun has to stay in my config, because these other functions don't exist yet unless I declare function. I use declare function, but it's very idiosyncratic. So it might not be worth making this a special thing. Okay, I will just leave it alone. Not in a list file because it's very idiosyncratic. No one's going to want to just reuse that. This stuff's already in journal. My sketch regroup. Oh yeah, I remember this. It has to deal with SVGs so that I can prepare them for animation. Then there's a corresponding break apart, breaking things up. Okay. FFmpeg animate images. My multimedia. Copy as doodle. Oh, this is for quickly inserting some things into my blog posts, so that they're centered and things like that. Supernote stuff. Oh yeah, I have my supernote here already. Save info to supernote. Probably I should call this save info supernote substitute. Load libraries substitute target in buffer. This one, let's call it my supernote save info. Into file. Let's put that in supernote. Yes. Okay, and then let's call this one my supernote save. Yes. My-org insert supernote screenshot from mirror. I don't use my supernote nearly as much these days because I've been using the iPad for drawing instead. What little drawing time that I actually have, because most of the time I'm just doing other things. Split into file. This one goes into supernote. I'll just rename this as well. My supernote org insert screenshot from mirror. That's how we call it. Sure. Let me export that. My subhead remove whisper X underlines. Oh, I used to use this. Yeah. It's like the word highlight mode. What is it called? Highlight words. If you call whisper X with highlight words, underline from the transcript. This function can remove the underlines. Close enough. Okay. My prepare for landscape. Oh, this reorients my active window so that something. Oh, it doesn't resize it. I don't know what's going on there. My prepare for landscape. Back to indentation. Okay, so my idea here then was I was going to put them into other Lisp, and I was going to say this is now citing, group it by people so that I can find things again, I guess. And if I include this one, then I can find it again, even from the doc string, I guess. What does it do? Go from point back to that. Control meta backspace. Alright, and then I demarcate that one. My set sentence and double space. Just because checkdoc wants double spaced sentences. Gotcha. So if we take this, then we can split that into my misc. Is there a reason why it's called MP? Did I borrow it from somebody? Yes, I did. I borrowed it from Mickey Peterson. That totally makes sense now. Okay. Alright, so that's tricky because I kind of like the idea of things. Okay, I need to think about how I deal with other people's functions. I want to be able to say, okay, just load this one. Maybe I will put everything into just my Lisp files. But people might not be expecting it to overwrite other functions, and then I might be out of date, right? Well, I'm going to extract it for now and then deal with the problem later. First job right now is just to get it out of my config. My weekly average. That's generally useful. Average count report. Weekly average or count from start to end. I use this for calculating, for example, average hours I spend in Emacs per week. And this can go into misc. Oh, this is a little tricky. Oh, that, but fortunately I've moved it already. Not a problem. Use yes snippet cap F. This block and stick this in into file completion. My consult fly make project. Why do I have that? Okay, this goes into completion. Actually, I have one specifically for consult. My fly make moonlight echo. If I put them in appearance, will the def faces autoload? Wait, do def faces autoload? There's no such thing as autoloading a variable. So how do I use def face? I don't understand quite how I'm supposed to use this, but okay. Alright. We'll just leave it there for now. Someday I'll figure out the right place to put the def faces. Projectile open notes. That's kind of handy. Open notes into file. Code. Oh, I see. I added define by default. What is I added again? Okay, someone remind me what I edit even is, or at least I can go remind myself. I edit renaming symbols. Just call control semicolon and a symbol at point. Oh, okay, that's pretty convenient. Control do we not tell the difference between control Z and control? Okay. Why is that not a thing? Okay. Control Z. Does not like. It's because of lambda. You know what? I need to make that Control Z thing a macro instead. Okay. Def macro. Fine, we'll make a macro out of it because now we're going to define and we'll give it a name. Function name. Buffer name. Define function name. And then we're going to call it's an interactive function. Toggle and this is a format, and then we're going to say this is the buffer name, and then we're going to say that this is calls my make toggle this is my toggle. We're going to call this thing. And then we're going to put in the buffer name, the buffer create function, the buffer switch count. And I think that's not quite it. I guess that would work. Okay, well, let's try it. And there's like a declare, and this is debuggable. I think that's how we use declare. And then define declare debug T. Okay. If we do that, we call this my life, my toggle live, my toggle now. It doesn't like that. Define. What does it expand to? My toggle live. I toggle live? Oh, okay. Because it's coded. What if I don't code it? That seems reasonable. Okay. So Control Z goes to... Does it not tell the difference between Control Z and Control Shift Z? I thought those are different. So Control... Okay. It does not tell the difference between Control Z and Control Shift Z. Control Z, Control Shift Z. Emacs tell the difference between bind capital Z. Is it? Oh, maybe it has to be Control Shift Z. Maybe. Okay. So now I can tell the difference between live and now. I have to explicitly indicate the shiftness of it. Okay. And now I can Control HF it. Yes. So this is fine. I'm working with that. That is good. Okay. Popping the stack. I was here in my sasha.el looking for defuns. Wow, I still have Clover and Steno and stuff in here. Copy this doodle. Okay, Mastodon lookup toot. This can go into Mastodon. I have some not much things. Mark that there. Put it in not much. Ooh, I don't have that yet. Okay, my notmuch.el. Great. My-embark finder. Probably what I want to do with my fancy new control semicolon. Why do I only have... Oh, it doesn't find this one over here. So I can't use that. Let's use the substitute and target and buffer, which will get this one as well. We'll call it embark mail finder. We'll call it my-embark mail finder to make it obvious that it is a customized thing. Yes. Sasha stream override variables. Oh, this is new. And it should hover... Tangle, not config. Define minor mode. It also needs to be in the autoloads. Store that. This one I think is what I need. And that Fontaine needs to be in a separate block. Just chugging away. Oh yeah, this org sound A-list thing is kind of fun. So I can try this. Let me see if it works. Hint. Did I say yep? Yep. Oh. Yep. Hint. This should have been a sound. Hint sound A-list. hint sound list. Yeah. Yeah. Should have played the sound. Why is it not doing the sound? I would like the sound. Do I actually have sound making? I think I'm plugged in. So weird. Is play. Okay, I'm not going to worry about this right now. Anyway, the idea there is you debug, of course, is to have hints, and then you can click on them to toggle them on and off. Sasha.dl. Okay, defun. My stream chat start. Oh yeah, I've been okay. So I could theoretically use masterchat CLI to display the chat in Emacs. Chat start. Into the, let's just, my stream. Where is this? Why is this? Okay. Okay. So theoretically, YouTube / YouTube live. Let's see what happens if I do this. Stream chat start. No buffer name stream chat. Didn't like that because something. Because of reasons. Oh, get buffer create here. Get buffer create. Displayed would be nice. It didn't like that. Okay, so why is that? Step 1, double check that it actually works. We shall npx masterchat CLI stream -n-d all URL. Oh, it doesn't like it if I give it a specific, like if I give it the generic term for it. Do I need to give it the exact video link? Let's try that. Okay. Let's display buffer. Yeah, I think ultimately what I'll end up doing is this as a way to display the chat. There's some kind of cookie thing that you need to do in order to post to it using some kind of JavaScript library. Look! Stuff! So then why is this not happy? Let's go list my processes. Do I have it already in here? Stream chat. Yeah, there's a stream chat. Yeah, okay, there's a stream chat. Alright. So if y'all post something, theoretically that shows up there. Hello world. So this is masterchat CLI. And it shows up. See? Ta-da! Magic. And I think it actually also can get you JSON output for it, which could be handy for getting the timestamps. Ideally, that would be great. And you know, the other thing that I've been meaning to do with this is use Firefox and SpookFox. I wonder if there's a way I can send stuff into it. Let's go see. Bit of an aside. I hate it when people like hide their input fields. Where can I put it? I don't have an input field. I don't know. Can I just document array selector? Okay, if somebody knows like a nice way to put things in. Anyway, it's there in Emacs. I don't have to have a pop out anymore, which means I could have a frame here. Chat. I need to fiddle with my theme config so it doesn't do that. Modus theme toggle. Anyway, progress. And then we can have it just there, and it's just going to sit at the bottom of the screen, and we can turn off all the other stuff. And because that's a frame, then my manipulation of the other window is not going to be a problem. Boop. Or something like that, right? There. Look at that. Haha, Emacs. Okay, where were we? Sasha.org. Alright. And Sasha.yo. And this was going in stream. So now it's in stream. Okay. What? This does definitely not go in my org. This goes in stream. Oh yeah. I can say stream OBS display text. This is a test, and theoretically it should show up in my stream thing on the title after a little bit of a delay. Little ways to try to keep track of where we are. Okay, so where was I? I'm still taking stuff out of my staking defunds out of my config. My stream agenda. This is also kind of very personal because it requires it as a setup, so I can leave that one in, I think. Dev fun. Selectric mode. Stream captions and close. Oh, this is when I want to use this one's captions on close. Okay, here, demarcate this. This, I think, is when I want to use the continuous streaming speech recognition in order to get live streaming, which also I have as a separate like Chrome web speech thing. Anyway, performance is not quite there yet, but it's an interesting idea. My animate Emacs chat. Huh. Just for making various pre-rolls, is what they call it. Oh, when I was digging around in Mineclone, which I don't do anymore. Okay, it was definitely settled on Minecraft. Also, Mineclone changed their name. Plover. That's the stenography thing. Steno. you, sequential design. My Steno. At some point, I would like to get back into stenography. It seems an interesting way to get even more stuff into the computer. But I'm leaning towards voice input more, because then I don't have to fuss around with other hardware. Oh, the minor mode, of course, also needs to be auto-loaded, which means my into space pointer register. Okay, my into file thing needs to also recognize defuns and def minor modes. I'll just put them all in here. Defun, def minor. Is it called def minor mode? Define minor mode. And define derived mode. Alright. Now we're back to where we were, because I remembered to set a register this time. Setting the pointer register lets you easily bookmark things without having to fuss around with a lot of pop marking, which I used to do, which I still do very often when I forget to do it. Define. Drills. Yeah, split into file, pullover. Okay, this replace heading is definitely an org replace heading. Substitute target in buffer with my org replace heading. And this process inbox entries. Oh, I see. I was using stenography to process my inbox entries. Huh. So I could read commands. I should probably turn this into... Oh, the kid is on vacation. Please wake up. Okay, I gotta go do the parenting thing. Thanks everyone for hanging out with me. See y'all next time. Bye. It turns out you have